Good evening, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. Alright, now I'm going to do a kind of video that I don't ordinarily do because I'm doing a video about another YouTuber. Now, my viewers don't usually, well, probably not watch this person, but a lot of people do. This YouTuber is named Amberverse. And you're wondering, why are you talking about another YouTuber? Okay, the reason I'm talking about this YouTuber is because she's a narcissist. Alright, and you guys know that I talk about narcissists. Alright, so here's the deal with this particular person. She's a 600-pound young woman in her 30s who basically trolls her audience. Alright, so if you want a little bit of a background about Amberverse, all you have to do is put Amberverse in the search engine. A million videos will pop up. I am not going to use any of her content on my channel because she has been known to go after reaction channels who use her content. So I'm not going to put myself... I'm a channel that's not even monetized, so I'm not going to get myself in trouble by putting any of her content up here. But those of you who watch her know exactly who she is. You know exactly what she looks like, so I'm not going to put her up. And you guys have been watching her videos all day. You probably have it memorized. You probably are going to close your eyes tonight and see Amber's face. So you know exactly what she looks like. Okay, so you're going to have to look at me instead. Okay, so I'm going to talk about Amber. You've been watching her video all day. Those of you who know who I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm going to talk about Amber. Okay, so the latest news on Amber is she has parted ways with her latest girlfriend, or as she says, girlfriend. Okay, and you're like, those of you who aren't in the know about the Amberverse, Amber purposely mispronounces words, and I'm going to assume she's doing it on purpose to troll her audience, but she mispronounces words to annoy everybody. Okay, so she says instead of girl, she says girl, and her girlfriend, alright, she called this woman Wifey. She called her by a bunch of different names. I don't know if she did it on purpose or accident, but she doxed this woman. So she ended up saying that she was another person. Alright, but everybody could tell that she was the person that she doxed. But she said this woman had all these different names, that she stopped going out with the woman that she doxed, but everybody could tell that it was the same woman. Okay, so she ended up calling her by all these other names that were kind of silly, and one of her nicknames for her was Wifey. Okay, and then she started calling her Alex, and then she started calling her Feline. Okay, so I'm not going to say the woman's real name. We're just gonna call her Feline because that was the last thing she started calling her. Okay, even though I feel ridiculous calling her that. But this Wifey person was actually this was the most boring era of the Amberverse. Okay, this era stretched on from 2021 to 2023, and it's bad enough that we're in the pandemic era, but it was with the Amberverse, with all the reaction channels and everything like that, and all the fans that watch the reaction channels. This was the most boring era, and the reason it was so boring was because Feline did not want to be on the show. Okay, the things that made Amber's show so great, okay, was the fact that she has side characters. Okay, the thing about narcissists, you guys, is narcissists, they really are nothing without the people in their lives. Okay, because what do we know about narcissists, you guys? Narcissists mirror the people they're with. Okay, so they don't really have their own personality. They need to mirror the people they're with. They need to play off of the people they're with. Excuse me, so they don't have anything to go off of unless they are with another person in the scene or in the room. So if they're alone, they really have no real personality or character of their own, right? So if she doesn't have anybody else with her, she couldn't really carry the show by herself. So we have 2 years of Amber only by herself on camera trying to carry the show by herself, and she was not able to do it. Okay, we saw this person who was just sitting around making up a bunch of lies, just eating, okay, lying about getting weight loss surgery, just making up excuses for gaining weight, just doing all these things, just doing things to troll her audience. But basically, there were no side characters, all right? The thing that made her show really interesting was whatever woman she was involved with, okay? Because her girlfriends are all really interesting people, okay? That's the thing about her. She's a person who is fun to dislike, okay? I'm just going to keep it real. That's why people like to watch her show, because she's really fun to dislike. She's a narcissist. People like studying narcissists. Okay, so we like to look at the people around her, and we like to watch them throw shade on her. We like to watch them react to her the way she is. We like to watch the different types of women that she becomes involved with, and we like to see who's putting up with her mess and who isn't, who's enabling her and who isn't, who she's treating like gold, who she's treating like dirt, who she really cares about, who she doesn't. We saw one person who cheated on her, and that's the funny thing about it, is narcissists always cheat on other people, but we saw one person who cheated on her, so that was kind of weird to see somebody turn the tables on her. Okay, so we had an era where somebody was doing that. We had an era where she lived with this really nice girl and the parents were really a solid, secure structure for her, and that was really good for her. She really kept her weight down during that time in her life, and that young lady was really good for her. So we liked seeing that, okay? There was another time where the woman she was with was just really good to her and just really took care of her. And she really just ran all over this person and really just took advantage of this person's kindness, all right? And that was really hard for us to watch. So we saw that. We saw all kinds of things go on. But this era where she was with this Feline, aka Wifey person, this was awful, and it was just boring, okay? And half of us think that the Feline Wifey character was actually a hired caregiver, because the Feline person did not want to be on the show. And you have to respect somebody who doesn't want, that they don't want to be in the spotlight. All right, because, I have friends that do YouTube and their partner does not want to be on their show. And that's fine. I respect that. If their partner doesn't really want to be a part of the show, they don't want to be interviewed, they don't want to be a part of it. They just respect that their partner just does their own thing. Now, sometimes Zen and I are on each other's shows. That's fine, because we're both YouTubers. But this... For the first time, Amber could not get her partner to be on the show. Her show is not going to go anywhere unless she has her partner on the show. So this was the most boring 2 years in the Amberverse for everybody. Okay? Now here's the deal. Amber has had a history because she has mobility issues, okay? So she is a morbidly obese young lady, okay? So here's the thing. I suffer from bipolar depression, so I understand this, and I'm not judging people, but she has a problem with personal hygiene, okay? A lot of people with my problem have a problem with personal hygiene. I don't, but a lot of people do, okay? She doesn't like to take showers. This woman was the first one to come into her life and be like, no, you're taking a shower. And she put her foot down and started making Amber take showers. Okay, so Amber's show became about, I took a shower today, look, I'm taking a shower. Amber's whole show just became about how she's always taking showers, and she's talking about taking showers, and her flex became, I took a shower today. Now, that's really sad if your whole life is talking about how you're taking showers and that's something new. That's really sad, okay, because you bathing should be a normal part of your life. You should be bathing every single day. Being clean is something normal, okay, but this new wifey was putting her foot down and making Amber bathe every single day like you're supposed to. But Amber, whenever she takes a shower, she brags about it. That's really sad if she doesn't realize she's supposed to be doing that every day. So her whole persona became, I'm taking a shower every day now, kind of thing. Okay, so that was something that was alien to her before. And I'm going to say, I'm not making fun of her when I'm talking about this. I'm saying that's really sad if she thinks taking a shower is a flex. Okay, because that's normal. But to her, with her level of sickness, it wasn't. So that was the whole thing. That was how Wifey was a good influence on her, because these other people she was with were not forcing her to take showers like this new lady was. Okay, so whoever she's with next, I hope the person she moves on to next is also going to force her to take showers, and if they do, her show's going to be like, I took a shower today. She's going to still be doing that if the new person is forcing her to take showers, okay? And if they don't, she's going to fall back into poor hygiene again, okay? Because this is a person with an eating disorder, okay? She has binge eating disorder. She does not want to lose weight, all right? And I'm going to tell you something, it is really hard to lose weight, all right? And I'm a lot older than she is. She's in her early 30s, and she's like 600 pounds, okay? She does not want to lose weight. She doesn't. She does not want to get help for her eating disorder. She just wants to eat, okay? So, and this is a person who would rather not take a shower, okay? So she has to be with somebody who forces her to do it, all right? So that was the whole thing about being with this wifey character. This other woman was forcing her to be clean, okay? Because I'm pretty sure she was like, oh no, I'm not going to be with you if you're going to be nasty. Okay, so that's pretty bad when you're with someone and they have to tell you they don't want you to be nasty. Okay, that they're just not going to put up with it. You know, like, can you imagine you're asleep with someone at night and they stink? That's not cool. Okay, so I'm pretty sure if she's with another person who is hygiene minded, they might force her to take showers. But if they don't, she's not going to. Okay, so let me tell you, except for that, because I was really glad Wifey was making her shower, because I'm like, she's got to be getting sick, not taking care of herself like that. So except for the Wifey was making her shower, I'm really glad the Wifey era is over, all right, because she could not show Wifey in the show, okay. Without any side characters, her show was boring. All right, she's making these videos about how it was a mutual breakup. You could tell it wasn't. Okay, she's having to make videos about it. She's talking in circles. None of it's making any sense. All right, I know you guys are watching. You guys are watching her videos that she's making. She's not coming to any conclusion when she's talking about it. No, you know, she's not saying anything that that has any logic to it. You can tell none of it's the truth. Okay, it's possible that Feline left a long time ago. Alright. We don't know what her next move is, but she's probably got some girls in the DMs, so she's probably gonna replace her pretty soon. She's going to have to. This is a person who can't be alone. Alright, now, if you're in a relationship and you break up with someone, I recommend that you spend some time alone and kind of find yourself and kind of figure out, who you are. Okay? Because sometimes we need to do that after we've been with somebody. We need to just kind of be alone for a little while and kind of figure ourselves out. Okay, she's not going to be able to do that because she's one of those people that can't be alone. Okay? But it's emotionally healthy to be alone after you break up with somebody. To just kind of find yourself. She can't do that. Alright, she's going to have a bunch of girls in her DMs. She's going to be on those dating sites. She's going to be hitting different women up. Okay? So, pretty soon, there's going to be a new woman on the scene. Alright? And I'm really just glad the wifey era is over. Alright, so if you're glad the wifey era is over, and you like following the Amberlynn reaction channels, alright, I don't know if you've ever watched me before, but I'm not an Amberlynn channel. So if you want to just let me know if you're glad that the wifey era is over, can you please leave me a comment? I'd really appreciate it. And I do some videos about Narcissist. If you want to follow me, I'd really appreciate it. And kind of give me a like. I'd also really appreciate that too, because I'm part of the Amberverse. I mean, I watch all the reaction channels, so you're going to see me there in the comments and stuff like that. So I hope you all have a really blessed evening, and I will see you in my next content. Good night.